Hi family, I'm about to start my bi-weekly watering and an inspection and feeding of my houseplants. It takes me probably an hour to get everything done. If there's bugs though, that's gonna take me a little bit longer because then I have to do treatments. But I start out gathering everything that I need to do my feeding and watering and inspections. And I like to water them from the bottom. So that means that I fill the sink with some water and put some plant food in the water, and then they just soak in there. So most of my plants are then in a container, So I can just take them out of their decorative container and drop them into the sink. And I found that works really good, and it keeps all of the gnats down because gnats like to live at the surface of the soil. And if you water from the bottom, then the top of the soil doesn't get wet, and then the gnats won't grow in there. So that's what I do. I water from the bottom. My friend Linda showed me that. Got some cuttings that I change out the water every week. So those, I'll be fixing those up too. I have a variety of different plant foods. My friend Michelle turned me on to orchid spray, and for the first time, I have, if forever, I have an orchid that bloomed. After it stopped blooming, it rebloomed, and I've never had that before. But with this spray and a couple of ice cubes, my orchid is doing really good. Let's see, these amaryllis, these are going to be going outside soon, so they will come out of these containers, and then I'll put them out for the summer so that they can continue to grow their bulb, and then I can rebloom them again next year. So I'll take them out of the ground in the fall and replant them in the spring or in the winter and get some nice blooms out of them. So that's my routine. I got my water monitors. Sometimes I water every week, but I find that some of my plants are still wet. Not on the bi-weekly, they're not ready for it yet. But so I test them just to make sure that they're getting enough water. I do have, Marty's dog was ready. I do have some, it's hilarious. I have cactus. This is the only 3 cactus I have left. They get cactus food, of course. Miracle-Gro, it's just a pump. You just pump that right into the soil. The other ones you mix in with the water. I have some big guys over here that need to go sit in the sink for an hour. They're always last because they take the longest to absorb the water. So looking good there. And then this guy I brought out from the other room. He was sitting on the windowsill all winter, and I just walked in the room one day and I noticed it had this shoot coming out of the top. And I don't know how I missed it because look how tall it is. It's not like it went there overnight. So it's been doing this for a while and I just never noticed. So he'll be getting some water today. I also have the banana plant down here. And this one I have to get a bucket and set it in a bucket to water it because look at it. Oh, it's not a banana. Sorry, it's a bird of paradise. It was wee little when I bought it. It was like 3 feet tall, and now it's over my head. So yeah, it's still not blooming, but it might this year. They say it takes like 5 years for these to bloom. And I've gotten tons and tons of leaves out of them. And here's 2 more leaves coming. And I just take it out and I set it in a bucket on the floor. And yeah, it's as tall as I am. So pretty tall. Definitely doesn't fit the room anymore, but we're gonna wait and see if it blooms. Christmas cactus just bloomed again. It just finished, and now it's gonna start throwing out some new leaves. So we will get that watered up today too. And these yard ornaments will be going out in the spring. They're supposed to light up. I put them in here hoping they would light up in the winter, but they didn't. But they probably will glow in the dark when I put them out in the garden. So that'll be fun. All right. And then George is down here. George is ready to go outside. Let's turn on some lights for George. Oh my God, it's so big. You can't even keep it in the house in the winter. It's just way too big. But it's done really well here. So it'll be going out after the frost is completely gone and when there's a little bit of leaf cover, because the leaves will burn. They need to be in a partial shade area. And the only one I have is, only place I have for it is on the deck, and I have to wait for the smoke bush to bloom out before I can put it outside. But this thing too is as tall as I am. So these are my eyes. It is just below my eye level. So beautiful. It's a beautiful plant. It's just humongous. Absolutely humongous. Anyway, that's watering day. Yeah, I think that's all I have for that. Thanks for joining me on my journey, and enjoy your day.